Now, if you're ever looking for a really nice gift for somebody, I strongly recommend a book like this. This is a photography book. This one's by one of my favourite photographers, Doisneau. He was one of a number of photographers from Europe, especially France, who around the 1930s started to focus on images of real people in real environments, especially the street. You see, the world was recovering from the horrors of war, and the idea here was to capture images of humanity, to remind us all that as human beings, we are more united than divided. And all these years later, these humanist photographs have got so much to offer. All you have to do is open the book, slow down, and take the time to look at the photographs and enjoy the visual stories. And that's what we're going to do in this video. There's a photograph that I'd like to show you. It's actually the one on the front cover of this book. But before I do so, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to describe it to you. All you have to do is listen and imagine. Okay? So I've got the book in my hand. I'm looking at the front cover right now, and I think this is the perfect photograph for the front cover of this book. I love it. It's a photograph of a little boy and his new world. I'm going to guess that he's maybe 3 years old, and he is in a state of delight. Now, the photograph was taken in 1934. It's a street scene somewhere in Paris. The little boy is standing on the pavement, and he's actually quite far away from us, which is unusual, because you'd normally expect the subject of a photograph to, fill the frame. But not in this case, and it has the effect of drawing attention to his size. He's very small. But maybe more importantly, it draws attention to his environment. There's all this space around him. That's his new world with so much to discover. So what has he just discovered? Well, he's standing near the edge of the pavement, and he's looking down at the gutter. That's the channel between the pavement and the road. Because flowing through the gutter is a little stream of water. And we can't actually see where the water's coming from. It's not raining, and perhaps someone's been washing windows and they've just emptied the bucket into the street, and now it's flowing past the little boy, this little stream of water, and he's leaning forward with his arms straight by his side to have a good look. And he's watching the water flow past with big surprised eyes and his mouth open in amazement. And he's all alone. There's no one else in the photograph. Perhaps his parents are close by, I don't know, but we can't see them. It's just this little boy and his new world. And unfortunately, that world would change very soon, because in the same year that this photograph was taken, a certain party was democratically elected into power in Germany, and just 5 years later the world would descend into the most brutal war that we have ever seen. And I wonder how it affected this little boy's life. So I wonder what you think. Do you like this photograph as much as I do? I wonder if it's similar or different to the way that you imagined it. Now, this book has spent a lot of time on my coffee table, and that means that this image has always been in view. In fact, I've probably spent more time looking at this photograph than any other photograph in the book. And that's important, because it means that I've had the time to appreciate it, time to notice details, time to ask questions about it, time to make personal connections, and that's what it's all about. Humanist photography is about celebrating the shared human experience. And I think that now that's probably more important than ever.